Tonight's broadcast is about to begin. Thank you for joining us on Cedar Creek Media.
This is J.D. Bird. You are listening to Maybank Sports here on Cedar Creek Media.
It's showtime!
And hello, everybody. Welcome into another presentation of Maybank Athletics right here on the Maybank Athletics YouTube page, as always, presented by us, Cedar Creek Media. I'm Taylor Honey.
And I'm J.D. Bird.
And we are Cedar Creek Media, and we are so happy to be here with you in an international one, J.D. This is a, here, I'm actually going to, let me see, I think I'm going to turn that down for just a second because, oh, no, this one, let's turn that one down. There we go, in the ears there. But, yeah, this is a different one, J.D., as I said, hello, everybody, kind of my normal way, but I really should have said, good day, mate. You know what I mean? So, okay.
He really wanted to do that.
I really did. To everybody out there in Australia, I promise there will be no mention of shrimp, Barbies, or kangaroos. So I promise that will be the last.
Well, that's hard because they are the Joeys.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But, JD, we've got an international showdown here as, yes, the St. Joseph's College. And we do believe, again, that's it's kind of an in-between, like second education kind of thing. We don't believe it's like actual college. But anyway, we've got a team from Australia. So the Joeys are here in town. And, JD, from what I understand, they hopped off a jet at DFW Airport and headed straight here. So, I mean, they are literally fresh off the plane here tonight to come play in Maybank, of all places. So,
of all places.
I'm telling you, it's pretty cool. So we have got the Joeys and we have got the Panthers in an international showdown right here in good old Maybank, Texas. So it is going to be, excuse me, let me get my roster I had back up here. I apologize. See, so it is going to be number 14. So that is Cooper Green going to be jumping off. Number 24, Caden Penland. Get you the starters here in just a second. And Team Australia going to win it. That's another one of their starters, Joe Chard, with the ball here. And Joey's going to be working it around. Now, of course, it's going to be a little bit different of a game for them, JD. They're used to the FIBA rules, so different set of rules than what we're used to here in America, and they are going to take the first points, as that is number 14 there, Cooper Green, sliding in for the game's opening bucket.
Corner three.
Bangs it through.
Okay, as now the Joeys working again on the offensive side of things after the score from Mr. Carter Sims. Ooh, looks like we had a little hiccup there for just a second. Joey came up limping. Sorry. Had to get all situated here after the little mix-up that we had.
Yeah, no, that was totally on me. I totally told JD we were going to split this one up since it's such a cool event, and I didn't do what I said, so that is all on me. Imagine that, me making a mistake. Holy cow. Who would have thunk it?
Hey, everybody makes mistakes. Can't fault you too much. And here we go as Maybank now looking to try to break this little press that they had set up, that the Joeys had set up, and they do successfully make it across half court. That is Mr. Ty Perkins setting up the offense for him. Goes down to Gibbs on the left side wing. He'll dribble across, hand it off to Mr. Carter, who ends up losing it. The Joey's going to go on the fast break. Wow, what a great transition offense. Unfortunately, not able to finish right there at the rim. As now Maybank looks to have the numbers advantage. They decide to slow it down just a little bit. And Gibbs up there dribbling around, going to give it over as now it's inside with Penland. Nice back down there in the post. Penland going to turn around and put it in.
Using the size, exactly what we need from him.
As now the Joeys back on the offensive side of things. We'll pass it around up top for a little while. Look to set up some offense here. Down into the corner for them. They're going to take the drive. Wow, what a move right there. Unfortunately, not able to convert there at the rim. Maybank on the fast break. Gibbs, corner three, just a little bit too long there on that one. Rebounded by the Joeys, and they're coming down fast here. As a three from them as well. That one off the mark, but rebounded right there by Mr. Cooper Green of the Joeys. He takes a shot at the rim, not able to put it in. Rebounded by Penland. Now the fast break for Maybank. Oh, Gibbs fighting for the rebound after the Perkins missed layup. The Joeys end up coming away with it. And now they will go on the offensive side of things. And it is a nice job by Mr. Caden Penland. Willing to take the charge there on that one. Picks up the foul. I believe that was on number 10, Mr. Matt Athens, who came down there quickly.
Tell you what, JD, one of these teams has been on a plane for about 16 hours, and it doesn't look like the guys in red. Maybank going to have to pick it up here. That's going to be a turnover there, too.
Little mental mistake there from Perkins as he forgets to put the ball on the ground before he starts taking his steps. So the Joeys now back on the offense, already on their side of the court here. Set up to run a little inbounds play, and they get it. Ooh, looking to go into the post now. Number 12, Mr. Austin Thorne, and he's going to back him down and get it at the bucket. And now Maybank coming across half court now. It is Mr. Jaden Collin trying to set up the offense for Maybank here. Ooh, three-point attempt coming for Carter, and he's got it. Luke Carter. Man, the last time we saw him play, he was just that on fire, I think. So, I mean, he's just carrying that over to today. As now the Joeys, again on the offensive side of things, passing it around really well here. Looking to set up the pick and roll, decides to pass out of it. Ooh, nice hand from Penland to poke it free, but Joey's able to recover it. Three-point attempt incoming from him. Ooh. Bang, number 11, Giacomo Burke. I thought that was a really cool name when I was writing down the names earlier. Giacomo. I'm gonna guess that's how you say it. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but pretty cool name. Maybank able to get it across half court here into the corner, and he's got it again. Luke Carter on fire from three-point land.
For the last couple days, like you said. Looks like we're going to have a fun one here right now, JD.
They are, both teams showing no signs of slowing down. Neither side wants the other to have that big of an advantage. The Joeys are hanging right in there with Maybank.
Well, and you can
as
see
a good block right there from Maybank.
Absolutely. You could see the different stylistic ideas, whereas the Australian team here, St. Joseph's, trying to crash in on the paint and work from the inside out, whereas Maybank really working from the three-point line in. It's just different, totally different styles, different ways of playing basketball.
Absolutely. A good post move for number 11, Mr. Burke. Once again, this time he is fouled down there, and he will head to the line to shoot some free throws.
And again, for anybody that doesn't know, FIBA and U.S. basketball go by totally different rules, different court setup. Things are a little bit different, as you saw the first one missed there. The lanes are different, the way things are spaced out, the rules, all kinds of different things. So it is totally a different game to these guys that they're coming into playing right now.
They seem to be adapting themselves pretty well, though, here in the early going, as both of Burke's free throws end up coming short. Maybank back on the offensive side of things. Passing it around, Carter's got it for three once again. Fouled as he lands. 3-point just off the mark. I really thought he hit it there for a second.
And
but
the Oscar goes too.
He will head to the free throw line and shoot 3 free throws for Mr. Luke Carter here on this one. 11-7, the early lead for the Panthers with 3:28 left to go here in period number 1. First free throw right there for Mr. Carter, just off the mark. And number 2 is also going to be off the mark. Looks like both teams struggling a little bit with free throws here in the early going of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were in kind of a flow state, and then it slowed down a little bit once the free throw started coming.
Carter finally able to sink the third one. As good job there from Australia to be able to get it in right there.
Yeah.
Now on the offensive side of things, on their side of the court, passing it around on the outside. Gives a little handoff to Burke there. Burke going to try to get it into the post. Ooh. Strong move there from Cooper Green, and great job by Caden Penland to take the charge on that one.
Again, just a different style of game. You're used to being able to bang around in the blocks down in, back home.
Yeah.
Here it's a little bit more touch and go.
Absolutely, as Maybank, again, able to break the, I guess you could call it a press. They're coming up and giving some resistance, but Luke Carter going to take a three in the face of Burke and knocks it down.
That was a heat check from NBA range.
Oh, great job right there by Aiden Collin. Alone there, putting a little bit of pressure on the inbound. He's able to get the steal and put it up and in at the rim. And just like that, Maybank's up to a 10-point lead here in period number 1 with 2:48 left to go.
Yeah, it's right. They must have heard me out there on the court, because right about as soon as I called them out for a little bit of low energy, they picked it up. They definitely picked it up here. So I like what I'm seeing. Just got to keep rocking and rolling here. 10-point leads can disappear real quick in this game.
Oh, absolutely. And these Joeys, they certainly don't show any signs that they are going to slow down at all either. So if you don't keep putting your foot on the gas, then they will, as it appears.
Absolutely. Trust me, we've been teenagers before. You know how it is. Yeah, it may take a minute to get rolling, but like I said, they've been on a plane all day. Like, they're ready to actually get up and do something now. So this is a supremely focused team, it looks like.
Ooh, Jaden Collin going to get caught with a hold right there.
Yeah, I got the back of the jersey there. It was unintentional, but definitely got a finger in the back of the jersey.
So here we go, as the Joeys going to try to break this little bit of resistance given by Maybank here. Ooh, Jaden Collin fighting for the steal, not able to quite come up with it. Joeys keep it on this side. Into the corner, that's number 6, Liam Timbrell. They pass it around once again. On the drive right there, all the way to the hoop. Joe Chard is going to get the bucket for the Joeys.
That was comfortability on the baseline right there. That was a beautiful baseline dive.
Ty Perkins brings it up for Maybank, hands it off to Jaden Collin. Collin, ooh, able to get a nice pass right there to Luke Carter going towards the basket. And Carter at the rim is going to put it up and put it in. Joey's back on offense once again. Passing it around really well here. As now they're going to go for the drive. Gets himself stuck here, looking for somewhere to go with it. Wow, able to connect with that pass. And ooh, nice attempt there from, I believe, number 20, Mr. Jackson Bourne there on the drive attempt. As Maybank again on the offensive side of things. Carter, top of the key, looks to go on the drive. Ooh, pass just a little off there. Was looking for Perkins standing up in the corner. As substitution going to come in, Mr. Dalen Gibbs going to come in for Ty Perkins here. And it looks like Maybank still giving a little bit of pressure here on the inbound, not letting them have anything for free. Now the Joeys get it here on their side of the court. And they're going to go for the drive. Oh, wow, what a drive right there. Tom Dunn of the Joeys able to get it done right there.
Man, it just surprises me again at this age how many kids are able to finish with those left hands, the offhand now. Something I never learned to do, you know what I mean? So it
Absolutely.
It's an impressive skill to have this young.
And Luke Carter right there. Wow, what a great pass from Carter. The awareness on that one.
That was a good reverend with the put in there.
As Collins steals it away once again here. No good on the finish there. Goes out of bounds off of Maybank's hands. So the Joeys, again, going to have it. Trying to go down. Pressure coming from Collin here. Looks like they're going to be able to get it across half court. Ooh.
Just got stuck there. Had an idea, and then the idea didn't happen. Didn't know where to go with the ball. That's just what happens sometimes.
Yeah, right there, Bourne. Just what he was looking for didn't come through, so I guess that happens quite often. I think so. Like that's a very normal thing. So
Got a substitution there. Another one. Ty Perkins came back into the ball game for Colin there.
And it will be Perkins bringing it up for the offense for Maybank. Carter comes and gets it from him. Going to give it over to Sims. Back to Carter. Turns around and gives it to Perkins there. Back to Carter, and he'll shoot the three. Oh! Oh, clock didn't make any noise, but time expired. Good catch right there from the referee. So already an entire period of basketball is over between these two teams. Really quickly, we're going to take a break, and we will be right back here after this.
Hey Mom and Dad, what's one of the most overlooked safety features in a car? Everyone checks for seatbelts, turn signals, and airbags, but when's the last time you checked your son or daughter's tire tread? K&S Tires and 7 Points cares about your family's automotive safety and offers a full line of quality tires installed by a team of experts to help give you peace of mind as your loved ones drive to work, school, or run errands around town. Stop by K&S Tire today, just south of the light in 7 Points, and let them help keep your family safe on the roadways all year long. K&S Tires, great tires at wholesale prices.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
And we are back right here on the Maybank's Athletic page, presented to you by Cedar Creek Media. Back here with period number 2, as it looks like Maybank going to start here with possession. 21-11, they've got the lead over these Joeys coming here, traveling from Australia. As quickly they get to work, trying to go inside, decide to give it back out. Perkins going to give it over to Carter. Carter back to Perkins. Takes a step back three here. Ooh, off the front of the rim. Got a little aggressive there was Mr. Perkins, as he's going to get caught for a push right there.
I'm going to borrow this from you for a second.
Take it away, my friend.
Let's see.
As now the Joeys, once again, going to be coming on the offensive side of things. Doing a passing around up top, almost taken away by Gibbs there. Ooh, going to get caught for a travel there, as didn't quite put it back on the ground. The little bit of pressure coming from the Joeys. It will be Luke Carter bringing it up for Maybank. And he's going to look to go on the drive. Nice find to Sims right there, and Carter picks himself up another assist. Carter Sims able to put it in at the rim.
5 points now from Mr. Carter Sims. I'm trying to find out where St. Joseph's College is, so I'm not giving up on you, I promise.
No, you're good, brother. And the Joeys going to take a three-point attempt right there, able to get their own rebound. And a foul going to be coming right there. I believe they're going to catch number 35, Mr. Coyen Dover, with the foul right there. Substitution's going to be coming in now for the Joeys. Let me see your stat sheet right there so I can get the names. Mr. Athens and Mr. who else came in? I believe number 11, Mr. Burt, came back into the game. As now the Joeys go on the drive, strong drive, able to be rebounded right there by the Joeys. They keep it here on this side. Shot fake, tries to go for the drive, but is stumped. Great drive into the middle there for Athens. Ends up missing at the rim. It goes out off of his hands. The Panthers, once again, will go in the way of offense. Perkins bringing it down for him this time. Trying to put the moves on here. Pulls it back, hands it over to Carter to let him set up the offense now. I take it back as they give it back once again. And timeout going to be taken here by the Panthers. Didn't like the way that setting up the offense was going. Going to take a quick second to talk things over there for them, as they do still have a pretty nice little lead for themselves right now. A little 12-point lead, 23-11 over the Joeys here in period number 2.
So Hunters Hill.
Hunters Hill,
Australia. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how far that is from here. It's just, I don't know.
Just curious.
So 8,611 miles from home, are they?
Boom.
So that is quite the trip there.
I believe you said that they landed in DFW, so they hopped off the plane to get onto a bus to then drive all the way down here from Dallas. So they've done their fair share of traveling here today, haven't they?
And I'm looking to see, so Hunters Hill is a suburb of the lower north shore of Sydney. So these are technically Sydney kids, I guess.
Sydney kids. As Maybank going to continue with it on offense. Perkins going to look to go on the drive, passes back out of it. Can I get your, your phone back from you again? No, you're good. Oh, right there, Dover had a little mental mistake there. Gets caught for the travel. As the Joeys substitution comes in for him. Number 12, Mr. Austin Thorne comes in, as well as number 14, Cooper Green, into the ball game. Looks like no pressure this time for Maybank, as the Joey's going to be able to take it down pretty much free. And it's going to be Austin Thorne with a drive to the bucket.
Be a block called.
Thinking Dover might have been the one caught with that one. Trying to
they're actually
no, number
Carter.
3, Carter.
Yeah.
Looks like that's his second of the ball game.
Yeah, I was kind of in agreement with you. It looked like Dover was in the area, but go on the guard.
First free throw there for Mr. Thorne is just off the front of the rim.
I'm telling you, we get instant replay over here when Double K Photography's here. I love it.
And second one also off the mark. Rebounded right there by Caden Penland. Passing it ahead to Gibbs into the corner right there. Ooh. Bang, he's got it. Mr. Carter Sims with a beautiful looking 3.
3 of 3 from the floor so far tonight, too.
He takes very good shots. He was our player. He was one of the players we got to talk to last time. He's got a beautiful looking free throw for him, and his shot form looks just as pretty.
And look at the defense back there on that end.
And here we go. Gibbs heading down before everybody else is going to get pretty much the free layup right there, able to go for him.
Now, he's the oppo. That was the first of 3 he's got to fall tonight, taking a couple of good shots, but first one to go down.
Oh, good defense played by Penland, but even better offense right there from Mr. Cooper Green to be able to put it up and put it in right in front of his face. As Maybank now on the offensive side of things again. Gibbs going to go on the drive, puts up the floater right there. Through the contact, able to get it to fall.
And that's when Dalen Gibbs is at his best, when he can use his athleticism and go right at the defense. Looks like he's going to get called for a penalty here, though, JD.
Yeah, he got caught right there. He was trying to make a play on the ball there, ended up just running, running through Mr. Matt Athens there. Unfortunately, you are not able to do that, so.
No. If they had pads on and a 100 by 52-yard field, maybe.
There you go.
Wow,
what a Euro
I've been
step
calling
from
it.
Mr. Athens.
I've been waiting on it. There it is.
Just a great move right there to get himself to the rim, and he finishes at the hoop. Carter has it for Maybank. He's going to go with a drive of his own, put it up and put it in right there in front of the rim.
So, yeah, we got Euros in America, too, now. That wasn't quite a Euro step, but
it was
it was
more
close.
of a spin move. But both moves just as effective right there, as both netted them points. Joeys were trying to go fast there, but Maybank able to stump them. and keep them here to run a little bit of offense. And, wow, what a shot fake right there. Great job right there from number 6, Liam Timbrell. On the miss, though, it is rebounded by Maybank. They're going quickly. Mr. Jaden Collin handling the ball for him right now. They're going to get it inside to Penland. Penland tries to go with the post move, tries to put it up in his face.
He was trying
just
to
not
foul.
able to get it to fall for him there. I do believe you're right. Was trying to get the foul on that one. Another Euro step came from Mr. Athens. It was rebounded by the Joeys, though. Number 14, Cooper Green, big man working down there, grabs his own miss and then puts it up once again. This time it does fall for him.
He got that sky hook figured out for sure.
As it'll be Perkins bringing it down for the Panthers. Tries to go for a little floater. The Joeys doing a great job of rebounding on the fast break. Gibbs going to try to prevent the easy free throw there. The easy layup there. Will force Mr. Austin Thorne to shoot some free throws.
I don't know if that was going to be a layup.
I think he was trying to throw it down.
I
was watching him in pregame, and he was able to he was able to get up there. Let's say so. He was looking for the two-handed jam right there. Gibbs didn't want the embarrassment, so he decided to foul him. As the first one for Mr. Thorne is going to fall.
I mean, that was easy bounce right there. He didn't even be able to get it. Wasn't even able to get up all the way. I mean, he just kind of, wow, yeah. You don't want to see that kid with the full head of steam going down the court.
Absolutely
No.
not. That's some effortless hops right there.
Yeah, that's poster material right there, yeah.
Number 2 does not fall for Mr. Thorne. Rebounded by Mr. Collin, and he will bring it down for the Panthers. Trying to put the dribbles on him, and he does. Goes for the drive, able to draw the contact. Now he will head to the line to shoot some free throws. 32-18 is the lead for the Panthers right now here in period number 2 with 2:49 left to go. As Jaden Collin going to come in, shoot some free throws here. Shot number 1, that finds nothing but the bottom.
Notice anything else?
He's a left-handed free throw shooter.
It's
there.
an abundant amount of left-handedness in this basketball team.
Shot number 2 also falls.
Maybe I'm making myself look dumb by saying, oh, these kids can finish with their left hand. Yeah, they're all left-handed. Every single one of these, it seems like. Not really.
Collin going to get caught for the foul right there. And it looks like the Joeys are in the bonus. So with that, they will head to the free throw line.
Be the first couple here for Mr. 10, Matt Athens.
First one goes off the front of the rim. No good on one.
A little flat.
That was a very flat shot right there. And number 2, that one is able to find its way to get in. As now the Panthers going to be working on offense. It will be Mr. Ty Perkins bringing it up for Maybank. Hands it over there to Collin. Collin going to try to go for the drive, take it all the way himself. Ooh, just unable to finish there. That was a close one. As the Joeys going to go all the way. And a great job by Luke Carter.
Cooper Green got the
to draw the charge.
Yeah.
It's the second charge, I believe, called on Mr. Cooper Green. As now Maybank going to take over here. Collin going to look to put the moves on. Finds Luke Carter out there at 3. Carter going to go on the drive now. Takes a little turnaround jumper off the back of the rim, and the Joeys able to come down with it. Joeys on fast break have looked really good. And wow, he grabs his own miss there, is Liam Timbrell. As, wow, what a great job right there. Number 7, Tom Dunn, able to put a nice drive all the way to the hoop for himself.
So we got
substitution going to be coming in here. Number 20, Jackson Bourne, going to come in for Mr. Austin Thorne.
Well, I think they took a short medical stop there for a second. I think Mr. Neighbors got hit in the nethers.
Ooh.
So
That's never fun. Just never fun.
And I'm pretty sure his sister, Miss Kylie, over here at Double K, was taking pictures of him while he was in pain. I'm going to tell her business. I'm going to tell her business right here.
Great move from Ty Perkins. Goes for a little floater. Not able to get it to connect. Joey's grabbed the rebound, and they get it down the court quickly. Good job by Maybank, able to force them to run some offense here. Oh, wow. Number 6, Liam Timbrell, just trying to take over the game here right now. And, backcourt going to be called here as Mr. Perkins had it go off of his shin and then had to pick it up on the other side of the line right there. So unfortunate for him right there as the Joeys take over here on their side of the court. And Mr. Timbrell still trying to work down there. He does a great job of getting himself to the rim.
He does. Very shifty.
As on the miss, Jaden Collin working at the top of the key for the Panthers. Gets it back to Luke Carter. Carter takes the shot fake and tries to go to the rim. Unable to finish there, though. And numbers advantage for the Joeys here on fast break.
Perfect three-man game right there.
Yeah, number 7, Tom Dunn, the one to be able to finish it. I believe the assist right there going to Mr. Liam Timbrell.
Yes, sir.
As Perkins this time is going to be the one trying to run the offense. Hands it off to Carter, who gives it to Sims. Sims back to Carter. Carter going to go for the drive. Turnaround jumper for Mr. Carter. Oh my goodness, that's going to fall. Wow.
That was dirty.
Final seconds here, period number 2. Long shot coming from the Joeys, no good at the half. As 36-25 is the lead for the Panthers as they head into halftime. Really quickly here, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to give you some stats here right after this.
Hey Mom and Dad, what's one of the most overlooked safety features in a car? Everyone checks for seatbelts, turn signals, and airbags, but when's the last time you checked your son or daughter's tire tread? K&S Tires and 7 Points cares about your family's automotive safety and offers a full line of quality tires installed by a team of experts to help give you peace of mind as your loved ones drive to work, school, or run errands around town. Stop by K&S Tire today, just south of the light in 7 Points, and let them help keep your family safe on the roadways all year long. K&S Tires, great tires at wholesale prices.
Barks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, provides customer service-driven experience that counts. They offer erosion control services such as rock filter dams and retaining walls, soil stabilization services like hydro seeding and sodding, as well as construction services such as land clearing and subdivision maintenance. Call Parks Environmental Services, the erosion control specialist, at 214-693-8056. And for any forestry mulching needs, call Right of Way Land Clearing at the same number. Again, that's 214-693-8056. Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground.
Kylie with Double K Photography will help you never forget all those special occasions, wedding and maternity photos, as well as family and senior portraits, just to name a few. With over 5 years of professional experience, Kylie can transform your wildest dreams into reality with pricing options available to fit every budget. Contact Kylie by email to book today at hello@doubleKphotography.studio or online at www.doublekphotography.studio, where you can also see samples from Kylie's previous works and client testimonials. Double K Photography, a proud supporter of Maybank Athletics.
All right, back to it here. Cedar Creek Media. Again, I'm Taylor Honey.
And I'm JD Bird.
And JD, we've been treated to some pretty excellent basketball here at the beginning. Things started off a little bit slow for both teams, as we just saw a circus shot there.
Yeah, that was
from half court. Who was that? That was Joe Chard making a little half quarter. That was pretty cool. But anyway, It's been an interesting one here. And again, we're seeing the battle of two different styles here. Not to beat a dead horse, but it really is quite different. The NBA to the FIBA rules, and of course, NCAA rules are kind of based off of NBA rules, and then UIL goes by the NCAA rule book. So there's a reason why I'm mentioning that so much. And then over across the seas, across the pond, they run FIBA, which is what is this? I'm not going to get lying to you, but it's kind of run like soccer organization style. Europe and places like that, Australia, Middle East, China, places like that. They kind of have like a soccer tradition over there. You know what I mean? So FIBA is kind of ran like how soccer is ran over there. To our friends again back over the pond, football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is a much different style of game there in FIBA. A lot of things start from the post, as we mentioned, and we do see some fantastic post play, especially want to give it up to Cooper Green down there. He's had a little bit of trouble with the fouls, but that's, again, simply because he's playing a totally different style of game here. So
very different.
It's like any time for anybody here in America, I guess. I don't know if they really pay attention to this elsewhere, but it's like going from boxing to UFC fighting. It's still a combat sport, but it is very much different. So got to commend these guys for coming in, putting up, a great first half. Tough-looking team, and I mean, you can tell that this is a really, really athletic squad. I'm sure back in their, around home, I'm sure they're known as being a pretty good team. If not, you don't really get to get out and travel a whole lot like these guys do. So that just tells me right there that they're a good team. And then seeing what we're seeing here tonight, I mean, they're obviously uber talented, especially hopping off of a jet for whatever it was, 16 hours, something like that, and coming right here to come play a game. That's pretty impressive on its own.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a lot to ask of a high school kid, you know what I mean? I definitely could not have been focused enough to get off of a plane, drive all the way here from Dallas, and then play an entire basketball game. But they've come in and not only played the game, but they've also been very competitive thus far in it.
Yes, sir. Now, I'm just doing the math in my head. I can tell you right now, I've apparently screwed up somewhere. I have it down. As I add up the point totals here, I noticed that I have 38 points down for Maybank. And as you can see, there's only 36 on the scoreboard. So I'm going to assume I accidentally gave Luke Carter too many points. That's going to be my assumption here, because he is your leading scorer right now. I'm just going to call it 14. So I have 16 written down. I'm going to call it 14. So leading scorer in the game is your boy Luke Carter. Kind of, as we said, starting right off from where he left off last game. We saw him just absolutely draining, bombs from behind the three-point line, and he went right back to it here tonight. So 14 points for him, followed up by Carter Sims. Carter has 8 points and is 3 of 3 so far from the field tonight. So perfect first half there for Mr. Carter Sims. Following behind them, Dalen Gibbs. Dalen's got 4 points, and Jaden Collins also with 4 points. And Ty Perkins, Rev Neighbors, and Caden Penland all typing in 2 points apiece. Over on the other end, you've got two tied for the lead in the scoring share there. Number 14, Cooper Green, and number 7, Tom Dunn. Each have poured in 6 points. 3 points apiece, for Matt Athens, Giacomo Burke, and Austin Thorne. And rounding it out, Joe Chard and Liam Timbrell, both with 2 points on the board. So that is the way that your scoring breakdown goes here. So I guess I'll turn those over to you for the second half of action.
Then I guess
here.
I'll give these back to you.
Yep. So doing our little trade-em-a-jig here. So again, folks, we've got some great basketball action coming up here over the next couple of months. I mean, we're loaded up pretty well. As you can see, our basketball teams are pretty dadgum good. 3 of 3 for the day. So able, no. Let's see. Draw. Okay, so there's only one JV score in there. So they have won 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 games today. So got a 69-18 win. Oh, okay. There we go. That's what it is. I knew I was screwing up somewhere. That's from on Tuesday. So 3 wins today. Got a 45-34 win over the Episcopal School of Dallas. Got a 69-39 win over Ferris. And then maybe the most impressive of it, a 37-34 win over Forney.
Wow.
And for anybody that doesn't know, Forney is traditionally a pretty good little basketball program there. So the girls have been on a hot start, and the boys haven't lost yet. You know, they've been just cooking with grease so far, and we see why. I mean, they can go on these real quick little scoring bursts right there. As we were talking about at the beginning, it looked like they were a little sluggish to start out with. Like I said, it looked like the team in white was the one that had been coming off the plane ride, but they quickly picked it back up, started pouring in those points, and then, of course, your junior leader there, Luke Carter, started pouring in the points, and it seemed like they kind of go from there. You get Carter Sims getting his shot going, Dalen Gibbs with his, dynamic diving to the basket ability. I mean, it seems like it all just kind of picked up right there about the 3-minute mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, they're definitely a team that is able to find momentum, and as soon as they do, just keep that rolling. And that's kind of the heart and soul of especially the offensive way that they play. Defensively, they play very sound for the majority of it. I don't really see them make too many fatal errors on the defensive side of things of the basketball court. The offense is sometimes where they might have that little okay kind of slow going, but then as soon as it picks up for them. And whether that comes from being able to drive inside and score at the rim, or being able to shoot really high percentage three-pointers, anything from range, they do a great job finding good value shots to be able to help themselves put them in a good position, let's say.
Yes, sir. Well, speaking of a good position, we are right in the position about to be getting district basketball, JD. So next week we will have our first district showdown of the year. And it will be right down the road a little ways as your Lady Panthers will be going into Athens to take on the Athens Lady Hornets. Again, that will be on Friday the 13th. That will be in Athens, but of course right here on Maybank Athletics YouTube page presented by Cedar Creek Media as well. And then the following week, the boys will be starting off their district schedule with Canton. So they will be in Canton. That game will be on the 20th, so right there before the Christmas break at 7:30. So district action, girls starting next week, boys the week after. Sorry, got a little distracted here as they're calling everybody back onto the court. So let's go ahead and get back to it. It is going to be the Joeys starting off with the ball here in the third quarter. That is going to be Athens with the ball. Going to work the two-man game here. And going to be a travel. So one too many steps before the pass got away there for number 11, Giacomo Burke. And here comes Perkins the other way, crosses the midcourt line. Penland working up top. Carter looking for a little space in the middle. Now back down Penland, working the block, going to try and make a move underneath, loses the ball. Carter is there to grab it. Maybe it was a pass from here.
It looked like he lost it, but it ended up working as a pass.
Now Sims working in the corner, going to try and go baseline. Has the ball taken away there. Nicely done, and that is going to be an easy breakaway bucket there for number 5, Joe Chard.
Yeah, just out in front of everybody else, able to get it from his teammate, put it up and put it in.
Again, this seems like to be a pretty dangerous team here are the Joeys, so might be settling in a little bit again after that long plane ride. So now Gibbs going to take a three from the top and a little off line there to the left. Penland tried to get the second chance bucket, but was very much defended, and good attempt really over on the other end to try and draw a foul there from Athens. Ball ends up out of bounds, and it will remain in the possession of the Joeys. So, yeah, Athens definitely wasn't trying to put the bucket in there. It was just trying to get a foul. Almost worked out for him. That ball is in, working around the bucket, and that's going to be, I guess, technically a block there from Carter Sims.
Well, I guess it looked like Ty Perkins had kind of knocked it out of his hands before he ever started shooting it.
Okay, good catch. I didn't see that. As there is a little up and over move for number 13, Noah Chara.
A little turnaround shot.
Yeah, able to put, I believe, his first bucket of the game in.
Yes, sir.
Draws within single, well, no, I guess a little bit more than that. 7-point difference here, 36-29. Penland now working at the top of the block. Nice feed to Carter. Carter kicks out to Sims. And Sims buries it.
Goodness.
That corner three is just property of Carter Sims. I'm telling
3
you.
for 3 on those corners. I believe every single three he's taken was from that corner, and he's got it all night.
Oh, two buckets from right underneath don't go in there for the Joeys. Pass going to get out of control there for Luke Carter, just a little too far out for Carter Sims. The Carter to Carter connection, not quite there, you know?
Not quite there on that fast break now. Substitution going to come in.
Yeah, that's going to be Colin coming in for Carter. I think his dad, a.k.a. Coach Carter. A lot of Carter.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't liking the look there from Luke. Just wanted a little pep talk, a little slap on the butt and get you back in there here in a minute.
Oh,
As
good
Colin's
hands
gonna
by
take it
Colin.
away. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like he was trying to draw some contact there. Didn't give it to him.
Yeah, I got caught up in traffic there. Joey's going to come out after a little bit of a scramble for the ball. So here is Athens going to be working with it, working off a screen. Excuse me. Going to be a three-point shot buried there for Burke. His second of the ball game, I do believe.
Yes, it is.
And draws back within 7 here. Colin's going to slow things down a little bit. Now going to work into the paint. Kick out to Gibbs. Back to Colin. Cross court. Perkins going to be directing traffic now, telling Gibbs where to go. That was a nice little fake
Great
over
job
by Perkins. Got him to bite and got the points on the board. Nice little two-man game, but the pass just a little too high and outside there. It was the right thought by Chard, but his man, Jackson Bourne, every time I say it, I want to say, oh my God, that's Jackson Bourne. Sims with a nice little move to the bucket. Man,
Great
stays
job.
perfect. I mean, a little English off the front of the rim there. Somehow gets to spin down and in. Let's see what Athens and the Joeys can do back on the other end. Now here's Chard. Kicks up. Oh, going to get him for the walk again. Burke, a couple of times he's been called for that. Thought Coach was arguing with the ref, but no, he's saying he's coaching it exactly right. Says, hey, you got to get the ball on the ground quicker. You can make that move. You just got to get the ball on the ground quicker. That's all it is, you know. So, all right, so here's Colin bringing it up. Going to be leading the offense here. Perkins goes in motion. See where he's at. Now Colin going to survey left side, get to Gibbs. Thought about shooting it, but now is going to try and drive. Kicks out to Sims. Sims going to drive for it now. Almost got travel. Gibbs over the top. Not able to go down, but Perkins able to get the second chance as he steps through from under the bucket up into the lane. Balloons the lead back out to 13 here. 45-32 in the third period. This is going to be Dunn working with it, kicks back down. Green back into the ball game, trying to use that strength high off the glass. And, man, just the strength and the length of Green, able to step around defenders, as you saw there. Beautiful touch, too, putting it way up off the glass. Now Perkins going to cross half court the other way, working against Chard. Going to find Penland. Penland doesn't like what he sees, gives up to Sims. Sims hops through. First miss of the night for Sims. Almost able to come up with his own rebound, but goes the other way, and Colin gets the steal. Got a little space here, trying to find somewhere to pass out to, and his pass will be tipped away. Open shot for Chard, goes down. Not going to miss those easy ones. We've seen this is a very fundamentally sound Joey's team. Now here's Penland into the paint. Gets it to go down. That was a fight to get it there, but he got it.
Tough shot and tough finish right there for Mr. Penland.
Timeout going to be called. I was going to say, surely they didn't call Burke for something that time. But no, going to be a timeout taken by the Joeys. Believe it's going to be the short variety here. Yes, it will.
It's a little 30-second.
Yeah, so feel like I'm beating a dead horse over here to keep saying about how impressive they are, but again, it's really living up to the international showdown that we were kind of hoping for tonight. Again, we weren't exactly sure. We didn't know if it was like an all-star team, or we just know Coach Carter told us, hey, some guys from Australia are going to be here to play us, and that's pretty cool. So
and that's cool. So y'all should come.
Yeah, and then whenever I saw it was just a team, it's like, okay, well maybe what I mean, But just to see how impressive they are, I wish there was some kind of max preps or something like that for Australian basketball. I can't really find any kind of information out about these guys, but I would love to know some of the history about these guys. So if you are there in Australia, I'll be watching back on this video later on. Drop me some knowledge. Let me know.
Some knowledge.
Matter of fact, I need to probably see what time it is in Australia. So here are the Joeys working it around. Going to be charged with the corner three, and he buries it.
His first three of the ball game.
Yeah, right around noon. So good afternoon there to our folks out there in Australia, as Gibbs going to try and get it back. Doesn't get it on the first, doesn't get it on the second.
Oh, man.
Going to be a foul called on the floor. Let's see what we've got. Going to get number 11 here, so that is going to be Burt called for the foul. Or no, excuse me, they got 12. I didn't see the second finger there, so goes against Thorne.
Good job by Colin to kind of save that one for Maybank right there.
Yeah, and then Gibbs lets it go right between his hands there. And not a well-advised shot by Australia there, but somehow, well, makes a bad into a good there. Liam Timbrell knocking down the three. Back to a 5-point ball game here, 47-42. Carter trying to get some
high off the glass.
Wow, before I could even get the words out of my mouth, he just puts on a stunner there for 2 points. And we have, nice block
by Gibbs.
I was just about to say, we got body shots going on there, but that is a big defensive play. Deep three. Good!
Oh my
Woo! NBA range right there. My goodness, had to let out the scream there.
Mr. Carter is a thing of beauty to watch.
Oh, man. I think Luke Carter's about to take the title of Mr. Carter away from him from Lil Wayne, man. My Lord, play a game, son. And look at the beautiful transition offense. Colin, just so athletic, make that look so easy. And just like that, all the way back to a 12-point
my gosh,
lead.
Colin able to pick it away.
And, of course, Luke misses the easy one. Get the bunny.
Man, but he's 4 for 6 on 3-point attempts. I mean, you really can't ask for much better shooting than that.
That came out critical. I didn't mean it that way. I think the kid can do no wrong at this point.
Yeah, he's
pretty
impressive.
Sure half the gym is staring at me from the noise that came out of my mouth whenever Luke hit that. But I got to admit, I'm a broadcaster, but I'm a fan as well.
A little fanboy over here.
Yeah, hey, I ain't afraid to admit it. I'm wearing green. All right, so Team Australia working out the last bit of this clock here, I do believe, as we're down under 20 seconds. But no, that's going to be a nice little rip-up shot there for Athens. Now Maybank going to have the last chance. And that is the good Reverend with the little turnaround, quick two-pointer.
He's only taken 2 shots, but he's perfect from the game.
Athens, as you saw, threw up the little last chance heave. No good. So 56-44 is the way the third quarter ends. Let's take us a short little break. We'll be right back after this here on Cedar Creek Media.
Kylie with Double K Photography will help you never forget all those special occasions, wedding and maternity photos, as well as family and senior portraits, just to name a few. With over 5 years of professional experience, Kylie can transform your wildest dreams into reality with pricing options available to fit every budget. Contact Kylie by email to book today at hello@doubleKphotography.studio or online at www.doublekphotography.studio, where you can also see samples from Kylie's previous works and client testimonials. Double K Photography, a proud supporter of Maybank Athletics.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
And back to it here, Cedar Creek Media. Again, Taylor Honey.
J.D. Bird.
And to all of our friends out there in Australia and all of our community members here at home, howdy. How y'all doing today? We have got us a ball game going here. 56-44, 1 quarter of play left to go here. Oh, it's going to start off with a steal here for the Joeys, working it back the other end. Athens can't quite get that one to go down, but beautiful effort.
Colin able to somehow save his rebound there.
I mean,
and not go out of bounds.
I mean, you hear of a nose for the ball, but I mean, there's nothing else that you can use to describe. All right, so here is Luke Carter working with it, gives to the good Reverend. Oh, beautiful pass.
It's fine.
From Luke Carter into Caden Penland's hand. You give, he delivers.
Colin a little too aggressive there on that defense.
Man, again, just so impressive. There are these Panthers. Only 8 guys on the squad. Well, technically 9, but unfortunately Matthew Cruz down with the ankle injury right now. Looks like he's been upgraded as well. Looks like he's got a cast on over there. I saw him hobbling around on crutches, so don't love that. But here's going to be another shot for Liam. It doesn't go down, but got a really good shooting for him. I like to see the way he throws it up, and he's not scared to shoot. Always love to see that.
Not
in a
at all.
basketball
He's
player.
very confident with his shot.
But takes good shots. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean?
Yes.
Not the Kobe mentality, I'm going to put it up from everywhere. Not talking trash, but that was definitely the mentality.
Oh, a little aggressive there on the baseline drive for Mr. Carter. Looks like he's going to be fouled by Mr. Athens there.
You can tell Athens is the bulldog of this team.
Yeah, one of the smallest guys on the court, but just absolutely flies around and tries to get himself involved in everything.
So it wasn't a great shot attempt, as you saw there from Penland. Australia going back the other way with it. Penland trying to make up for it and get the steal. Almost does. Now, oh, no, I thought it was going to be a wide open shot, but a drive into the lane. Tried to put a little English on it.
Oh,
There's
man.
Colin breaking away, using that speed.
Shoo!
Nice touch to be able to finish with a little finger roll.
Nice pass right there from Luke Carter, too.
Yes.
Grabs it from the rim and just launches it down the court.
And again, Colin, those active hands, able to pick up a turnover. Here's Perkins, gives to Carter, thought about the 3, now going to try and drive in. Finds Colin. Had his shot affected there, but that was good defense by Dunn, but it ends up 2 points the other way anyway. Not even going to lie to you, JD. I missed who got it in.
I missed who got it. I was looking
going
down.
the other way, yeah.
I was looking at the stats.
I want to say it was Penland. I'm not 1,000% as, again, Timbrell off, but he knows the spot. He's very close in his spot. Kick out to Carter. Carter going to go baseline, puts up the little lefty float. Went off the front of the rim. Now here's Green taking it the other way, gives up to Timbrell. Timbrell looking for somewhere to go, kicks out to Athens. Athens going to take the 3. Taken off the rim by Penland, kicks it up long, goes to Carter. Oh, Carter tried to save it. Did he get it off of a Joey leg?
Not sure which way they're saying.
Not
I
positive
think they're saying
either.
Joey's way.
Is a little break on the floor, though. So, yep, we'll have to wait and see. I was going to see if I could get an indication from the referee, but could not. Looks like got a little water down on the floor as well, JD. So they're going to take a second, wipe that up.
Maybe a little sweat.
Oh, yeah, that's a very common occurrence. You know, I always thought that'd be a pretty good side gig. You ever see at the NBA games, those guys with, like, the big drying things, you know what I mean? I always thought that'd be a pretty cool little side job there.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Just
mean?
run in there, do your thing real quick, hop off.
But then again, I don't know if you ever gone to a game, if you ever go, because they don't show you on TV, but you ever go to a game, they actually do that like after every possession.
Yeah.
Like they have to be up and go every possession. So it could definitely be a time-consuming effort. But, hey, you get to watch NBA TV or NBA games right there up close in person. So.
And, there is those unfortunate times that they end up still being on the court whenever they're coming back the other way as well. I've seen that. Yeah. I've seen those instances.
Well, JD, I'm 6 foot, 3 bills. I think I'll be able to survive in there.
We know what NBA players look like.
Oh, they're definitely much taller, but I think I still got them in the weight category. Goodness. I know that always makes me mad when I see NBA players like 7 foot tall.
Oh my
and like
gosh,
220
it's so crazy.
pounds. I'm like, how? How are you
crazy.
220 pounds? There's no way. So foul called back on the other end here. Looks like they're going to get Pinland, and that is going to be 2 shots coming up here for Athens. First one good. So again, we've seen he's got kind of that line drive style free throw shot.
Yeah, went 1 for 2 earlier on his free throw attempts.
And does the same here. Rebound goes to Colin, and he is going to be the one to bring it up the floor here. So it was unusual. Saw a touch above the three-point line for Pinland, but now working on the blocks. Gets it over to Colin. It was a dangerous pass, but ends up working out for him. Now going to kick down to Dover. Dover going to be working from the blocks, trying to find somewhere to go. Kicks up to Pinland. Pinland now over to Perkins. Yep.
Sends him back down inside.
So it looks like Maybank going to slow it down a little bit here. We do see them usually do that in the fourth quarter as Colin dives in. I think that was supposed to be a pass over, but it got locked up in the hands as Joey had a hand on the ball as well. So it will be Australia ball. Down by 17 here. Memory serves. I do believe this is the biggest lead of the ball game. Good job by Athens. Well, good job by him to block it out, but unable to handle the ball over on the other end of his teammates. But they do have it back, working around here. Athens now going to dive over towards the line. Let's see who they get that foul on. Probably going to get Dover.
Dover's going to get caught for that one.
Yeah, so just wasn't able to move his feet. They're going to get him for the block. Will be his second.
Yeah.
Yep. So inbound goes to Timbrell, kicks over to Thorne. Thorne looking for somewhere to go with it, dives into the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound and second chance, no good there by Charara, excuse me. No good on the other end for Colin as well, but going to be rebounded by Pinland. Now Perkins has it, gives back up to Colin. Colin trying to find some space in the defense, gives back to Perkins. Perkins almost has it taken away, but now has some space, gives over to Colin. Colin thinking about the three, kicks to Carter. Carter a little short there. Might be running a little bit low on gas. Looks like he didn't get the legs in that one as Colin is not running out of gas. Picks up another steal here.
I wish we would have kept track of his steals, man, because he's got to be close to double digits in this one, man.
Got to be. If he ain't had it yet, he's close.
He has just been all over the ball all game long.
And it's the speed and the length. I mean, it just kind of, Team Australia or the Joeys just kind of think they've got enough space to get that pass off. And he's just so quick and has such an arm reach that it's just hard to get it over him. So here's Gibbs working with the basketball now from right at the top of the key. Kind of a strange sequence, but ends up back in the hands of Gibbs. Now calling for the screen. Dover does a good job getting the feet set. Kicks over to Sims. Sims looking for somewhere to go. Going to give over back to Dover. Dover trying to work into the paint. Gives to Carter. Carter finds Sims open. Sims going to dive in, put up the floater.
Got it.
Kissed off the front of the rim, was good on the second bounce. Down to 2:40 left in the ball game here. Joey still working it around here, trying to get a few more on the board, as that is going to be a beautiful three there from Joe Chard. He's got a few of those now, yeah?
Yeah, that's his second one.
Sims, nice move, step back. Oh, man. That was a beautiful little step back spin. Almost was on the highlight reel. Gibbs kept it in bounds, or kept it in play. Ball now back into the hands of Sims here. Slowing things down, winding up on 2 minutes here. Caden Penland working with the ball, going to go baseline. Can't get the finish, but it was a nice thought. Now here come the Joeys the other way. Timbrell going to have his shot blocked.
Good block.
Good job by Sims staying home, didn't bite the first fake. Ball will stay in the hands of the Joeys here. Timeout going to be taken by the Joeys as well.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes left to go here in this one. They want to just talk it over for a second.
I tell you, the energy hasn't died now. These guys might be getting tired on both ends of the, both ends here, but I mean, this has been a highly competitive, highly energetic game. And again, I've said it, 15 times here, but I cannot commend these kids enough. I mean, they literally got on a plane, flew from Australia to America, got immediately on a bus, sat in traffic in that bus, drove all the way to Maybank from DFW Airport, and then immediately got on the court to play a game.
Yeah.
So just the fact that they have 50 points on the board right now, they're playing so well, playing with as much energy as they've got. I mean, it's more than commendable. I mean, that is some top level stuff right there.
Absolutely. They are a fantastic unit that they have from Australia here. And holding their own for sure.
Well, when you deal with huntsman spiders and crocodiles and koalas, you know what I mean? A little jet lag ain't nothing. Now,
Yeah,
I know
there
I
you
said
go.
I wasn't going to make Australian references, but come on, man. You can't fault me for one. I get 1.5.
You get 1.5. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, stolen away by Sims there.
Beautiful two-man game. Gibbs not able to get the finish. Gibbs just a little off so far tonight. All right, so here come the Joeys back the other way. Timbrell with the ball in his hands. Oh, going to get called for the walk. It was a nice little move, but unfortunately going to be called for the walk. Looks like we're going to get a couple of substitutions here, as we're going to get number 14, Cooper Green, and number 7, Tom Dunn, back into the ball game. We're the leading scorers at halftime as well, so. Colin gives up to Gibbs. Gibbs trying to find some room. Nice shot and in there for our boy, Koyan Dover.
That's going to be his first shot and make of the game.
Yes, sir. Here's Chara, kicks out to Timbrell. Timbrell's three, going to bang around and go down. So again, the Joey's not going down without a fight. 66-51, under a minute to go here. Gibbs with a nice little crossover move. He's going to have his shot blocked by Green. Nice
Good
move.
fast break.
Chara able to put it, or excuse me, Chard able to put it in here. So under 30 seconds to go here. Maybank going to just slow things down. Sims holding the ball. Now going to drive in, kick back out. Working it around, now over to Gibbs. Would be surprised if we saw another shot, to be honest with you. So Dalen Gibbs working around, working around. Again, boys, been perfect so far this season, so win total is going to stay intact as the corner three there by Jaden Collins does not go down. But fantastic start to the year, and it just keeps on going, JD. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch these Panthers and Lady Panthers over the course of this season. Again, going to be starting district play 2 weeks from today, exactly 2 weeks from today. We will have more basketball action coming for you soon. But unfortunately, it seems my phone is not wanting to work here for me. I don't have the schedule memorized. I apologize. Okay. So boys will next be back in action at the Wills Point Tournament, and that will be next week. So probably won't get any of that in, unfortunately. So it looks like the next time we'll probably get to be with the boys will be possibly the 17th. We might be able to get up there to Sulphur Springs and go call a game. But again, we will be in Athens next week, next Friday, as your Lady Panthers take on the Lady Athens Hornets. So whether we're home, away, whatever we're at, we will always be right here on the Maybank Athletics YouTube page. So let's see what I'm actually doing, and I'll just tell everybody exactly what I'm doing. I'm wasting time because JD is doing the point totals right now. So I feel like I've bragged on these kids from Australia. They're class group of kids. I mean, I haven't got to really speak with any of them personally. I did get to speak with their head coach. Very, very nice man. You can tell that these kids are coached really well, and they're a super athletic and talented group. Again, just the factors that they had to go through to even get here to be able to play this game tonight. Again, game was originally supposed to be at 6 o'clock. Just based on delays and traffic and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they actually walked in the door until well after 6. I think it was like 6:15 when they finally got here, or maybe not 6:15, but like 6:05, something like that. They finally walked in the door. I mean, they walked into the locker room, they changed, and they were immediately out here for warm-ups. So that speaks a lot to the character, the drive, and the ability of those kids over there in those red and blue uniforms. You see now, big circle going on there right at a little past half court as the two teams just kind of taking a chance to greet each other, take a photo, maybe talk a little bit, slap a few hands.
Get to know each other a little bit.
Exactly. All right, well, I've talked long enough. I've been killing time long enough. Give us some points.
All right, well, your leading scorer for Maybank, who else would it be than Mr. Luke Carter? He had 21 points tonight. Following behind him, it's going to be Carter Sims once again. 15 points on the night. Hold on, let me look at his threes real quick. Yeah, he was perfect from three-point land.
That's what I thought.
He missed only 2 buckets all night long. That's yeah, they were both very close to going in, but it was just down there at the end of the stretch, and it wasn't the most needed points, but sure enough, only 2 misses for Mr. Sims. Coming in after them is going to be Mr. Collin and Mr. Penland, both with 8 points tonight. After them, Gibbs and Perkins coming in with Gibbs, Perkins, and Neighbors coming in with 4 points apiece, and then Coy and Dover coming in with 2 points at the end of all of it. So everybody in the scoring column here tonight.
Pretty interesting as we have got the man, the myth, the legend. Come around this. We got something fancy for y'all here tonight. Here, go ahead and pop it on the in booth thing so we can see if we can get them. All right. They're going to go. They're taking another team picture. We'll get y'all a couple of interviews here in just a second. Tell you what, matter of fact, while they're doing that, JD, why don't we take a little sponsor break real quick? And
absolutely.
We'll come right back right after this, folks.
Barks Environmental Services, located on 405 West Mason Street, provides customer service-driven experience that counts. They offer erosion control services such as rock filter dams and retaining walls, soil stabilization services like hydro seeding and sodding, as well as construction services such as land clearing and subdivision maintenance. Call Parks Environmental Services, the erosion control specialist, at 214-693-8056. And for any forestry mulching needs, call Right of Way Land Clearing at the same number. Again, that's 214-693-8056. Parks Environmental Services, putting it down to protect your ground.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All right, so we are back here to it. All right, step back just a little bit, fellers. There we go. All right, we have got the men of the hour. That is Luke Carter and Jaden Collin here with us. So we tell you what, we got a little fire and ice here. We got a little offense, defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm loving it. So let's start with what wins the game. Let's start with the defense, huh? So So, Jaden, man, me and JD were talking about it during the game. I mean, you play right at about the midcourt line on the defensive end, and your tenacity, man, it seems like the tenacity and the energy just never goes away. So what can you tell us just a little bit about your kind of philosophy as you're up here guarding specifically at the midline?
I just put in all my effort, try to get
Hold on. We got something going on. The microphone turn off? There we go.
Is it back on?
There we go.
All
Yes, sir.
right, we're back. Like I was saying, I just try to stay in front of them, keep them in front of me, try to play tight on them, put in all my effort into it. That's really all.
I mean, hey, dude, that's a coach will tell you whenever you get to the point where you don't have to think, you can just do. I mean, that's when you really start playing the game. So, I mean, it seems like that's pretty much where you're at this point, is that you see your assignment, you know what you're supposed to do, and you do it well. So, all right, so tell us, again, your defense transition into your offense. Because, again, you had a great defensive game, but over on the offensive side, man, you're making it look good. So, like, these breakaways, things like that, what do you feel that your defense adds to your offensive game?
The defense, I feel like getting steals, going off the fast breaks, and then also my other teammates that get out quick, just hit them on fast breaks too, get them quick layups, puts more points on the board, helps our offense flow better.
Sure. And any kind of particular person or any type of anything that you like to try and, I don't want to say model your game after, but any particular influence or anything like that, like somebody that you like what they do and maybe try and do part of it, something like that, you know what I mean?
DeMarcus Smart, definitely DeMarcus Smart. He's a great defender. Also Kawhi's really good at defense also.
Hey, I mean, if you're going to talk about defense, I mean, that's probably one of the number one names you can bring up right there, Kawhi. And to be honest with you, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, just for the fact that you always have your arms up. And if you notice something about Kawhi, that's something he does. He has always got his arms up and out, and it makes a better defender. It's something small, but it's something that you do, and you can see that it really, really makes things better. So, all right, well, anybody you want to shout out anything? Anybody you want to say anything to?
Shout out my mom. She's right there.
All right, and then Mr. Luke Carter, not only team high but game high, 21 points. So once again, man, you're sizzling from behind the three-point line. So tell me, man, is that something you've been working on your whole life? Is that a new part of the game? What? I can't really say anything, man. I mean, you're literally shooting at 60-70% right now from behind the three-point line over the last two games. So you obviously got something going on.
Well, shooters start in close. We start in 2 feet, 5 feet. Most people start in 15, 10 feet. Well, I like to start in close. And most shooters that consider themselves shooters start at 15 feet and just shoot out there. I stay in the 2-foot range for about 30 minutes, all around like an arc. And I really think that's just a mental thing, just repping it the same thing over and over. And it's the same thing every time, but just from 15, from 20 to 25 to 30 to 35 to 40, and so on and so on. And it's just, when I see one go in, it's confident boost, and just keep shooting it, even if I keep missing.
Well, I don't know. You're out on the court, and I know how it is when you're playing. You kind of get focused in, but I'm pretty sure I scared everybody in the stands whenever you hit that heat check. They're right in front of your own bench. I mean, I don't know that I've ever screamed that loud for anything before.
He was fangirling hard.
I fangirled hard, really. And I even told JD, I'm a fan first. I don't even care. As a career fat guy, offensive lineman, and a guy that played in the post all the way up until 8th grade, just tell me what that's like, man. I've never hit a shot like that, so just tell me what it's like doing something like that.
Well, to be honest, it's, like I said, confidence, one. Rhythm, faith in God, obviously, that's just going to go in. Just feels amazing. That might have been deep, but I've hit deeper before, and more than, 4 threes, 5 threes. Yeah. But I'm just blessed that it went in, and just, like I said, confidence, balance, rhythm. Starts from your brain, obviously, but yeah, it feels amazing.
That's how you know you got a good player. It's it's normal. That's what I do. It's
involuntary.
Well, all right, so last one here, and y'all can both answer this. So got 2 weeks left exactly until start district game. So just 2 more, 14 days left here. So what do you do over the course of the next 2 weeks? You got a tournament next week, things like that. So
I'll go first, and then he can bump in. So like you said, we got our rear ends chewed at halftime because we walked in here like we're 15-0 and ready to just whoop district. You know, we need to practice, warm up hard, not nonchalant like some of us do. And, I mean, we play Canton in Canton. You know, that's like Duke versus Kentucky and Duke. I mean, that's one hell of a game, and it'll be fun. We have 5 more games, including the Wills Point tournament, and we start with Aledo. So, I mean, it'll be fun. And I can't wait for Aledo because it'll get us better for district, like Athens and Kemp and all them of the worlds. But I'll let Jaden talk now.
Yeah, to add on to that, during practice, you know, Coach Carter's always talking about how we don't really have, like, the certain people to help us improve, like 5-on-5. It's like more 5-on-0. But he always says put in all the effort we have, even if it's just 5-on-9. Just, putting in effort into that. Actually working ourselves to the best we can work at practice and just trying our hardest to get us ready for district.
Hey, all good answers. I like it, guys. Well, all right. Well, you go celebrate with your team. Go tell those guys good job, and we'll talk to y'all soon, all right? Man, I messed up my other hand. I'm sorry. I got to do left hand shakes right now. Y'all have a good night.
Great game.
All right, JD. Well, you heard it from the mouth of themselves, or you heard it from them. JD, I'm all worked up over here. I had a good time tonight.
He's fangirling again, guys.
That's what I'm saying. Look, Norm, and y'all can hear. I mean, I try during the game, especially. I try and keep my tone normal and everything. But I'm telling you, this is the coolest sporting experience I've got to be a part of. Just getting to see an international team come in, getting to see what these guys are about, getting to see a team win like this, just a quality group of guys. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm practically foaming at the mouth over this basketball season. I'm excited to be here with these guys. I'm excited to be here with you, and I'm excited to see what the future holds, man.
Absolutely. I'm very excited for this basketball season. You know, football season didn't really go how we were expecting it to go, quite honestly. But, you know, to be able to come into basketball season and get to ride the coattails of these kids, just going out and, I mean, this team undefeated so far to start the year, and, you know, to be there on this part of the journey to just continue to see them succeed, that's all I can really ask for.
Well, to everybody out there in Australia, again, to everybody here back at home, we do appreciate you being a part of this one. And until next time, I'm Taylor Honey.
And I'm JD Bird.
All right, y'all have a good night. Hey, thanks, Bubba. You have a good night.
Yes, sir. Great game.
This concludes tonight's broadcast on Cedar Creek Media. Thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us again soon.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.